Good morning and welcome to our Breakfast at 9 online service. My name is Jenny and I will be guiding you through the service today, which includes a couple of lasts. Now, the first last is that it is the last of our summer series in our favourite Bible adventures. Now, Wendy will be concluding things today with a trip into the Old Testament. And it has been really interesting to see God's leading in this series, having given the speakers complete freedom to choose their own reading. And I, for one, am excited to see how Wendy concludes things. The second last is that it is the last week of our weekly online service, because next week is our first in-person service since the first lockdown a year and a half ago. Now, we are back in the CMC with real people and actual food and drink. But it is not the end of online though, because for a month or two we are going to be doing 1 week in the CMC and then the next online to ease people back in. So watch out for emails from Sharon, because you will have to book a space at our in-person services because we have a limited number of tables. Sharon will give you the details, but essentially, you must email her to book in, and once she confirms you have a table, then you can select food and drink from a breakfast menu. So that way we can have your breakfast ready and waiting for you to collect when you arrive. Now, the layout of the room is going to be a little bit different, with individual tables for families to sit at separately for a time. But it is lovely that fabulous carpet cross that we have in the CMC will be much more prominent, as that will become a channel for moving around and a good space for those all-important head-to-head minute-to-minute challenges that we are going to be trying in person. Now, when it comes to masks, obviously restrictions have lifted, but we do not want anyone to be excluded from coming because they do not feel safe. As such, we're asking you to wear a mask as you come in and when you're moving about, and also when you are singing. Whilst eating and sitting with your families at your table, they can be removed if you wish. But members of the team will be wearing their masks, so don't feel self-conscious. If you feel safer wearing one, you will not be alone. Now, if you've been watching online, or you're new to our church, then please do drop Sharon an email on the address on the screen, and she will send you all the details that I have been talking about. And finally, the third last week, when I spoke about mercy, and you were challenged to recreate that word picture from Jesus about lifting a sheep out of a pit, much like Jesus lifts us out of the pit of sin and separation from God to receive forgiveness and freedom from the punishment that we deserve. So let's see how you did.